a whole mess. And the most important part of this mess.
Have you ever heard anything like that, like internally before about them?
No, I don't know much about the Daily Wire other than Matt Walsh is amazing. I think he's the most underappreciated man on the planet. I mean, his ability to captivate, and I'm riding his dick right now. Matt Walsh, I listen to every segment he does. I love Matt Walsh. I'm a huge fan. No, I just know that they do great things for culture. And, I do have some questions about how they grew on YouTube during COVID. When everybody else was and they were able to say things no one else was able to say. But that could all be coincidence. And because they were, so I'm going to go back to referencing Tim Pool, because I think he's really good at this, in that they don't take down the big ones like the Tim Pools and the Daily Wire. They go for the mid cap guys. Like Tim Pool's at $1 million. At the time I was at like 370,000. Right. So if they took down Tim Pool, that's going to cause some fucking issues. If they take down Mark Lobliner, who the fuck cares? I'm a fucking bodybuilder who says shit about politics. Like, who the fuck cares about Mark Lobliner? But I'm not Tim Pool. And I'm not the Daily Wire is so powerful. They have, and they're the kingmaker too. Like Brett Cooper won on her own and she's crushing it. And that was all catapulted by being on Daily Wire and garnering that viewership. So, yes, they have so much power. I've never heard anything other than Candace versus Ben. But that was, look, man, again, nothing but love for Candace. But did you really expect Candace to work for somebody with her personality?
I find it hard to believe that it would go well when they did the first thing she thought was stupid. You know what I mean?
Well, she is so headstrong. And I mean that in a very flattering way.
Yeah.
Dude, you can't corral a wild bull.
Right, exactly.
And she is a wild bull, and Daily Wire was a fucking China shop.
Yeah. But there was the Brett Cooper thing, but it just seemed like internally all their wagons were circled. Like they were doing a good job internally. Like everybody that remained was on the same page. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, Rubin and Walsh and Shapiro and and Ben is, as much as, we have some philosophical, I agree with Ben on 90% of the shit he says. Yeah. I'm a little less Israel, a little less Warhawk, a little less Republican than Ben Shapiro. But again, like fundamentally, the man isn't dumb. Like he's a superior intellect. Anybody says Ben Shapiro's dumb, I'm like,
no,
he's not. His grasp of history and human behavior, just because you don't agree with someone doesn't mean they're stupid, unless they're Democrats.
Yeah, of course, because they're all dumb. But
I don't think you can be a smart Democrat. I don't think it, unless you're one of the ones pulling the strings, like the Soroses and the people really in charge, or Obama for that matter. But everybody else is just a dumb pawn, including every single congressperson, including Bernie Sanders.
It's like a hive mind. It's crazy. That's why they repeat stuff the same way all the time.
It's luckily for us, it's what the Democrat Party reminds me of. You ever hear about people escaping a cult? Like oh my God, and they have to get like deconditioned, and that's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of leaving an abusive cult.
Yeah, I can very much agree with that, because it's got to have similar classifications to it. Like there's certain people that get so far into this woke bullshit. I mean, they're scarring their bodies. They're harming themselves. They're doing so many things. It's absolutely a societal contagion. I mean, like it's a mind virus. It really fucking is. Like it's absolutely a societal contagion, and it's interesting to see it get to that point with the Democrats, because like it's taking a whole political party down with it.
I'm here for
it's wild. Did you? Oh my God! On a different note, did you hear that Dawn Levin was said that she thinks that like AOC, like the Democratic Party, should focus on AOC, the Janet, whatever what lady it is that was swearing all the time. And like fucking,
first of all, you called Don Lemon she, which is accurate, because he's a bitch. You know what? I hope they do. I mean, number one, I don't think America. I don't think women would let. If we is there much more in that Ian Carroll piece that we should?
Yeah, there's like 8 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll listen. We can listen to more of it. But so I don't think that women would let a woman win presidency. Because I think a lot of women would be like, fuck her. That was the original thing. Like, I think it's going to be really hard to have a female president, no matter if it's male or female. And you get someone as leftist as AOC, like you even got some independent Democrat leading men who are going to be like, all right, guys, you pushed a little far. I'm going to have to vote for JD or whoever is the candidate. And JD is a very likable guy.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he's not only a likable guy, father, everything like that, like blah, blah, blah. It's like totally relatable to like
veteran, graduated Yale on his own without any family history help. Like the guy is
mom was a drug addict.
He's like, he is the American fucking dream.
Yes,
like he
absolutely.
is the American dream. Like you can come from a household where literally, you know, I saw the movie and apparently it's pretty true, but like, look, man, I understand everything he went through. It's a very similar childhood to mine. So to come from that beginning, and if you don't know, Middletown, Ohio, that's where Power Station is.